We've got Rito Hlungwani for questions in the room and then on Zoom.
Rito, how would you sum up the overall performance of Western Province today?
Please a bit louder.
How would you sum up the overall performance of Western Province against Sharks?
Yeah, I think the boys that we had there fought really hard. You know, they tried their best. Like I said in the week, you know, half our team today was pretty much under 21. They never sort of disappeared. Lots of things that you expect sort of a youngest team in terms of mistakes to make, but I thought they fought really hard and they tried their best.
Just in terms of performance, is it fair to say things aren't looking good at West Province Rugby at the moment?
No, like I said, Nathan, you know, we've got a goal. You know, we had a plan. We're really excited about the future of the province. We're really excited about the amount of talent that's coming through. You know, Carl Smith is still under 19. He's playing CURRIE Cup now. You know, Gino Cupido under 19. He's playing CURRIE Cup. Joel played this under 20s. I played CURRIE Cup today. Our pack today, we probably just had two guys that are over 21. That's Kara and Vili. The rest of the guys are pretty much still under 21. So yeah, it's not really like panic. We're happy with the progress of these young guys, and we want to keep pushing them and getting them ready for big rugby.
You speak on the management that you guys are happy with the progress of the guys in the juniors. But what about the faithful that you guys speak about? Just a message. Because obviously they're not happy, as you can see on comments every single week.
Which comments?
They're just talking about West Province Rugby's performance every single weekend when you guys lose. I mean, you guys only won 2 games against Griffins. But there's just been negative comments coming from the faithful.
Yeah, it's a pity I don't read those comments, Nathan. But from our point of view, you know, we're very clear from the start of the competition. This is what the campaign is going to be used for. We're going to blood in the guys that haven't played a lot of at URC. And unfortunately, a lot of them got injured. But there's a lot of youngsters which we're really happy about. Andre Goedels was playing low today. He's also still under 21. He's calling lineouts against Rito Hlungwani, who's 35. So, you know, we're happy with that progress, the learning process that's happening for these boys. And it's something we have to do. You know, we're not probably going to step out and try and go buy a lot of players when we have a lot of talent that we can groom ourselves and get them ready for URC. So that's, you know, fortunately or unfortunately, the process that we've chosen. And I promise you this will make our faithful happy because we've got a plan and we know where we're going. So I'm not sure about those comments and where you heard about them, but yeah, we're happy with the progress and we know where we're going. Very clear.
Coach Rito, maybe it's a perspective thing from your side. And you speak about excitement. You also must have been excited when a guy like Carl Smith, as you mentioned, you know, after that late call, having to come into the team and how he played. Were you impressed with his performance today?
Very impressed. You know, Carl came in this morning, but the nice thing about it, he's been training with the senior team. You know, and he comes in today, carries really well. You know, 19-year-old. You know, I think he played. They had Fente on the other side of the field, but we're quite happy with how he went on. Gino Cupido, the same thing. Joel Lotlela, the same thing. So we're quite happy with this progress. Just like I said on Monday, it's nice to see these youngsters coming in and sort of improving.
Next week, you guys will have to field the 3 teams. You guys will be playing in Donny at the Donny Craven Stadium. You spoke about the players playing now for the CURRIE Cup senior side. There are a bunch of under 19 and 21 players, mixture of under 19 and 21 players. So the Sharks next week said they're going to be bringing up a few guys from URC into their side for next week, against Griffins. I mean, what are you guys' plans for next week?
You know, sooner or later, I mean, we do have a plan with our URC guys. URC is not too far away. Our guys need to start getting game time, so that's something we really planned. I cannot tell you exactly how many guys will be playing, but that's a process going forward. They will have to start coming in, start getting game ready, because this is usually the time we'd start playing friendly matches if there was no CURRIE Cup. So well planned, well organized, we understand what's coming, we know who's coming in, so we will be all right, even though there's 3 teams coming on next week.
Can you just talk about Gino and Ulrich's performance today? I mean, youngsters, you spoke briefly of Carl. Briefly speak about Gino and Ulrich.
Yeah, I mean, Gino is the one. He also was a late call-up. You know, comes in, very talented player, tall. Hadn't played rugby, a lot of rugby in a long time. I think he last played in high school. You know, now you see the guy playing CURRIE CUP. We have no other choice but to be proud and feel like, you know, we're going in the right path. We're ticking the boxes that we really wanted to tick. Ulrich, also an under 21 player, comes in, same system, you know, operating really well. So we're quite proud and happy with the progress that we're making, you know. And yeah, we'll stick to our plans, stick to our guns, and keep moving forward and keep developing these youngsters.
Just to tell the guys, you must be very happy with the highlights. I mean, that's one thing where you've actually improved on. Scarra's throwing today, he took front jumper and back. Wasn't bad compared to it was last 2 years.
Look, like I said earlier, lineouts, you want to win all your lineouts. We lost more than what we wanted to lose. But, you know, we understood. We're going into this game with a youngster, Goedels, 20-year-old, doesn't even call lineouts for the under 21s. Coach this week, you know, learned a bit. We had Gary Potter on the side to help him. And you cannot imagine how much he's learned in that game. So we're not happy with the lineouts because it wasn't a good lineout performance, but we understand, you know, who we had in terms of personnel and how much coaching we still need to sort of give him. But he's learned a lot today, you know. Probably the lessons that he learned probably wouldn't have learned from me as his coach, but just being in that sort of scenario, he would have picked up quite a bit how lineouts operate. I tried to help him from the side, but you know, he was playing against a very experienced guy. So we're not happy with what it looked like today, but we're happy with the lessons that would have come out of it.
Just, you know, Stephen Kutzel was a couple of weeks, he played for you guys. David Willis is back. Is he available for the next game?
No, Damien's not ready to play yet. He's still working on his return to play.
Just in terms of personnel, you guys let go of 15 players, roughly 15 players. How, in terms of, obviously you guys had injuries during the CURRIE Cup season. Are there any regrets that you wish that you guys could have some of those players playing now?
Look, I think for me, it's the process that we've chosen and we've stuck with it, and I'm very happy with the progress of this process that we've chosen. So I'm not gonna sit here and say I regret what's happening. The players that are playing now, they know we back them. You know, as young as they may be, they know we back them when they know we believe that they can be future Stormers.
And then Rito, just like one final one from me. Obviously, you also must be quite happy with the positive to take away, is that the boys just never gave in until, you know, the final part of the game, until that drop goal. They were still in it. That must also be another positive to take away from the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was my first statement. You know, the guys that we had on the field today, you know, like I said, they train with the USC team. They know how tough it is, but that fighting mindset, you know, to never really go away was there. We're quite happy with it. Considering again their age, their level of experience.
I guess.
Yeah, Rito, Nathan sort of asked my question, but I mean, I think Mr. Brom is still with the mathematical chance to make the playoffs. I'm not sure how it looks now with other matches going on, obviously, but what's the goal from here onwards for the competition itself? Is the goal still to make the quarterfinals, or is it now more about developing the youngsters?
Yeah, I think that goal was always to develop the players from the start. Like I said on Monday, it would be nice to win today, it would be nice to make the playoffs, but you know, we're not shifting our goalpost as we go. This is the idea we had in the beginning, and this is the idea we're sticking to.
Cool, guys. Stephen's got his hand up. Yes, Stephen.
Very much, Mike. Rito, I would never say congratulations because it's a loss, but certainly you would think of those kids. You know, some of them were to push a Sharks team like that, you know, until the last 3 minutes really. You must actually be quite chuffed.
Yeah, Stephen, like I said, very happy considering, you know, how clear our goal was at the start of the CURRIE Cup. You know, if I'm to put in some numbers, there's probably 47 players that were not available today. You know, now we've got another group that we're sort of building up to fill up that 47 to make it stronger. Like I said, half of our team today was under 21. You know, the pack today, we just had Vili and Skara who are over 21. Yeah, very happy. You know, we feel like I said on Monday, it would have been nice to win, but we're quite happy with the goal that we're chasing and the fact that, you know, we're moving forward and ticking the right boxes that we want to tick for our union, for the Stormers going forward.
How many of the guys that played today were still in school last year?
Jeez, I'll have to count. I think Carl Smith was in school. Cupido would have been in school. Mikey, you'll have to help me
I'm
here.
just trying to think.
Yeah, I'll think as we go. But there's quite a few guys, you know, that are coming into sort of a system and they haven't had like even a touch of under 21 rugby. I forgot about Divan Fuller as well. He's one of those guys who was on the bench. Also, yeah, was in school last year, and that's a forward.
Okay, so Carl and Gino were the others that were in school still last year.
Yeah, so yeah, I can only think of 3 now.
And then what was behind the reshuffle of the back line? Because obviously it is very different to the one that was announced. So can you just give background in terms of how that will happen?
Yeah, look, Angelo, we were hoping he'd be ready this week. So we held him till the last minute. Unfortunately, JC Mars got injured, I think was captained. And Josh Bull was sick this morning. He still came in, he tried to do the warm-up, but, you know, the doctor felt it's not safe to let him play, you know, so it wasn't like things we could control, but like I said, you know, these boys fought. You know, Gino came in this morning, Ulrich had to go to the bench, Carl Smith came in this morning. And the positive thing, Stephen, is that these guys train with the senior team, so when they got called this morning to come in, or last night as well, they quickly jumped at it. The place, they've been training with the senior team, they fitted in nicely, they understand the defense system because Norman has been coaching them, and the same defense system is the same one that we're using for the under 21 and the under 19s. So it wasn't like a big shock for them, but they came in and sort of slotted in nicely. But you know, it wasn't ideal because of Josh Bull getting sick and JC Mars getting injured and Angelo, you know, not making fitness before this game.
And then obviously, just lastly from me, if you look at that 20 minutes after halftime, do you think it's pretty much a couple of lineouts potentially? I mean, you can never say what would have happened afterwards if the game goes different at a certain moment.
Yeah.
But potentially, you know, if one can secure, you could have secured better lineout ball in this game, and quite possibly it would have been an upset.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I said earlier, you know, we know it might feel a little bit better than last week, but we're not happy. We're very far away from where we want to be in terms of lineouts. But like I said, we also have to understand, you know, who we had and, you know, how much exposure to senior rugby he's had. But at the same time, you know, the youngster is a little bit disappointed. Not a little bit, very disappointed. But I, as his coach, have to tell him how proud I am of him for experiencing those lessons, and I want him to learn from it, you know. So definitely, you know, we would have had like very good opportunities if we'd secured those lineouts. But at the same time, I said to the Andre Hoodles, I take all the responsibility, you know, as his lineout coach. He mustn't see this as, you know, much of a negative thing. He needs to make sure he picks up the lessons from it, you know. So. And at the same time, like I said earlier, he's playing against a 35-year-old. He's only 20, you know, so you can't buy those lessons anywhere. And he'll learn from it, and it'll be so much better.
Cool.
Thanks, Rito.
Thanks. Stephen.
Nice one, guys. Just in time before my battery dies.